for the first play of this drive. They want to run it left here. Breaks into the open. Pass to 50. The 30. The 20. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers.
Offensive line, give me a crack. I'll do the rest. How about the Jets and the speed? He just turns it on, going 70-plus to the house. What a huge play by the running back.
And they tacked on the extra point. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Gresham. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Moore to the air. Safe completion on the screen. Looking for room at the 25. They drag him down, but not before he's moved the chains, and the screen pass is effective. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the second quarter. So first down here as they go back to work. Here we go, set. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. He'll get rid of it. It's complete. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. The Ducks keeping this defense off balance. They can hit them from a variety of angles, this time going up top.
There's so many things to look at. You know, they've always traditionally gone fast as well in the past at Oregon, but, you know, the quarterback run and the run up the middle and then play-action pass, they keep you guessing a lot, and they make a lot of plays down the field because your eyes are focused on something they shouldn't be focused on.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
That is just a sideline credit. Roll, catch, toe drag, everything you want.
And the slant is really a difficult route to defend against if you're a DB in man coverage, especially when you have no help on the inside. So if you're the offense and you continue seeing that coverage, you might as well keep attacking it just like that.
He let the thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
You know, timing is so important in the RPO game, especially on third down. Quarterback and receiver just didn't have it there, and now it's fourth down.
Boy, if they don't convert this fourth down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. A bold decision to go for it on fourth down, and one that did not pay off. They'll start this drive from the 42. Using his legs, it's Haynes. Continuing to churn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48.
All right, great little run there. Listen, it wasn't phenomenal. It didn't get a first down, but what does it do? Now it makes second down easier. The play caller looking at his sheet going, all right, I can throw it, I can run it. Still in a great position. Way to stay ahead of the chains.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
The power of Autzen Stadium on full display. The house of loud is deafening on this third down. Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for that.
They'll try to quiet this crowd by moving the sticks on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Looking to the big tight end. Got a man in the middle. And a big-time grab there. Knocked down immediately, but not before he gets it to the 40.
That tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. 4th down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it. But when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
Clemson ready to go back to work with another 1st down. They'll leave it with him. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7.
Well, this guy really has been a bell cow for his offense in this game. They are force-feeding him the football, and he's delivered. Now, after that last run, he's right at 100 yards rushing.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Off play action. Throws for the tight end. He makes a catch. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down.
All right, 2nd quarter, getting closer to the half. Offense is still having a lot of success stringing some 1st downs together. Defense is going to need to figure something out before they get to halftime.
The Tigers are moving quickly down the field. Give to the single back. Oh, he's got some space. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a 1st down.
There's really no secret to it, David. When this guy's running well, this offense is so hard to stop.
It opens up everything, and he's having a great day, showing you a little bit of everything, and this offense has got it rolling on the ground.
Clemson will come to the line with a 1st and goal. Back to throw, it's Klubnik. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And this offense shows right away on 1st down. They're willing to pass down here. Does this soften them up a little bit for the run here on 2nd down and goal?
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Back to pass. Got it in the middle. It's Randall. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. 3rd and goal, and they'll try to pass it in. They won't let him in. He had a nose for that end zone, but he will be stopped short. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half. I see a look of disappointment from this kicker, but that offense is happy. They'll stay out there and go for it. 4th and goal from the 4. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Tigers. That touchdown gives his team a pretty significant lead at this point.
And that's what you want. You want to start fast. You want everything to come out, start clicking, make some plays. It doesn't always work that way, but when you do, man, the energy, the crowd, everybody's into it. And now the other team better respond.
And the extra point is good. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Fielded in the end zone, it's Benson. He stopped at the 23, a couple of yards short of where he would have been with a touchback. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Now they'll run it to the right here. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for 2nd down. Moore will throw. Got a man. It's Stewart. He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and
sense of urgency for this offense right now. They're trailing. They're going to be kicking off to open the second half. So they need points. They need to go tempo. Maybe that last first down gets them a little bit of confidence.
They'll snap it from the 39. 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Gonna take a shot. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He'll go down right there, but what a big play to come up with that turnover.
Not all guys have the ability to break on the football, go make a play, and catch it. You play defense for a reason. A lot of the wide receivers are the ones that do most of the catching. Great job by the defense securing the INT.
Power football with the run. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Looking to fire. Right down the middle. And he dropped it. Just didn't look the thing all the way in.
It doesn't matter who it is. Receivers, in this case, a tight end. You get open. You sometimes start to look at that green space in front of you, and you just take your eye off the football, lose your concentration a little bit, and miss that opportunity for possibly a big play.
How can a stadium this size make so much noise? You can't hear yourself think on 3rd down here in Austin. That's reeled in. It's Moore. Gets it inside the 40, brought down at the 39, and they can't stop the clock. Looking downfield, it's Klubnik. Throws to the tight end. He's got it. They get him down at the 36. It will be a 1st down. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. Here comes Clemson with another 1st down. Motion from the wide receiver. Wants to throw on 1st down. Looking to the big tight end. Finds a man in the middle. And he makes a completion there. Set up and in business at the 20. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. They're down to the 20. 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Caught over the middle. It's Randall. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Going to swing it on 2nd down. And that one is picked up in the end zone. He goes down right there, but not before coming up with a big interception.
And you wonder if that interception is going to bring this guy back down to reality a little bit. He was lights out early in this game. Everything he was throwing was right on the money, and that might have been a decision where he got a little bit greedy, and David, the defense made him pay.
And this defense has seen it time and time. They've been throwing the football, having success. Nice job adjusting, breaking on the football, making a play. They needed to break serve. They needed something to happen to go their way to kind of mess this guy's rhythm up. That might be the start of it.
They make the stop, and that is the end of the 1st half. So that's going to do it here in the 1st half. Stay tuned for the halftime break. They're lined up and ready to kick off this 2nd half. Coming out with it, it's Randall. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Going to the run to start this 2nd half. This time stopped behind the line of scrimmage, and they're probably saying, finally, what a night he's had.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the 2nd half if you're on defense.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Looking for a man. It's Klubnik. And that one's incomplete.
The defense was obviously ready for that play. They've obviously been watching film. They know that that pass play is one of the bread and butter plays this offense has, so nice job defending.
The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Picked off, not the second half start they'd hoped for.
Man, this is how we do it. Defensively, you go into halftime, you make adjustments, you talk about, we've seen them do this, we've seen them do that. Let's get ready for it. Let's have a plan. Plan executed. You could tell they knew what was coming, did a great job defensively, forcing an interception right out the gates to start the second half.
The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Gonna run it. It's Hughes. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. They'll run play action. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. And he'll be shoved out of bounds right at the 4-yard line.
Man, this defense has their hands full today because not only do they have to worry about the running backs and not only do they have to worry about the passing game, they've got to worry about this quarterback running the football because of plays like that. Not a huge explosive play, but he showed you the athleticism. He showed you he has the ability to hurt you with.
And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Ducks! When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. The give to the tailback. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
Well, not a great run there, but I think what the coaching staff is trying to do is they're trying to help out their quarterback. He's thrown interceptions on each of his last 2 drives, and the best way to try to settle him down is to get the running game established. But I think the defense is aware of that right now, loading the box. Everybody up front is ready for the run.
Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
The power of Austin Stadium on full display. The house of loud is deafening on this 3rd down. Finds his tight end. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the 1st down. 4th down, and this crowd trying to help this defense rise to the occasion. Big man has it. It's a 1st down and more. And the Tigers are stopped, but not before getting it past the sticks. They were willing to spin that wheel of fortune in their own territory, and it paid off.
And it came up good. I mean, I think you see the aggressiveness by these offenses now, willing to go for it on their own territory, and I like it because they got it.
The Tigers will snap it on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, the inside give. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again.
And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
The one thing I love about this defensive coordinator is that he has a lot of different exotic looks. He's not just going to rush with 4. He's not just going to rush with 3. He's not just going to blitz linebackers. This guy's blitzing DBs.
Back to throw, it's Klubnik. Working that left side. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the 1st down.
It's really hard when you get in those predictable situations. Defenses are sitting on the sticks. Receivers have to understand where that first down marker is. Heads up play, nose for the first down marker. Get in there and get it.
The give to the back. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9. Clemson jumps to the line.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
You can't let the same guy beat you over and over and over again. You got to make adjustments. Sometimes you got to bring more guys in the box, more guys to the football, and make sure he's not the one who beat you.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. He's got an open man. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36.
When you play zone coverage and you got a wide receiver that's a beast, it becomes very, very difficult. Got to make sure I play physical and maybe even shade the side of the wide receiver having a lot of success.
Looking for room. It's Davidson. There he goes. Touchdown, Clemson. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Saw a crease, nothing but green grass and opportunity, and he flashed through it for 6.
Man, when you can get 30-plus yards out of your running back and he can make big plays like this, man, it's hard to call a lot of passes. I'm just going to feed this guy the rock.
And that kick was perfectly down the middle. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Benson. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Moore to the air. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Love the physicality of this secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
Wide receiver going in motion. Misfired on first down, back to the air on 2nd. Throws for the tight end. Finds a man by himself. It's a running room. And an explosive play. Has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
Not a big window, and that throw was money, and they've got it at the 30. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Trying to make magic on the scramble. And as they get him to the ground, clock running, looks as if time will expire here in the 3rd. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza.
Pace, 27.
Wants to go up top. Unloads to the wideout. He caught it! And he's into the end zone! Touchdown, Oregon! These two have spent plenty of time together. That was almost telepathic, David.
No doubt, and quarterbacks and wide receivers throw all offseason to get on the same page. You can see he hits him in stride. That's why he gets the touchdown.
Lining up to add another. And the extra point cuts the lead to 7, 28-21. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. Now to make sure this kickoff team covers properly to pay off that last scoring drive. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll test the right side. Makes it past the marker. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
Right back to the well. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Wants to throw. It's Klubnik. Flips it out on the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down.
Those screen plays, you really want to sell it, get it to your running back, and get him to the 2nd level. Get him running full head of steam on a safety, on a linebacker. He almost got going, but just got tackled before he could really do any damage.
These fans stepping up to help this defense on 3rd down. Catch in the middle, it's Williams. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
That's one as a quarterback. You've thrown the completion, and you're like, dude, can you just turn around and make one guy miss and go get the first? Or can you just stretch out and get the first down? You need your guys to have a little bit more awareness where they are in the field on that play. And even though they got the completion, it's not enough to pick up the first.
And it's picked off. That's the turnover they desperately needed. Just a short return, but that would have been icing on the cake. They've got it first down at the 42. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. This certainly hasn't been their best day, but there's no time for mistakes now. They have to execute if they want to snatch this thing from the fire. From the gun, to give, looking for room. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
Great offenses always stay ahead of the chains. That run right there, now you're in a good position. It's not 2nd and long. It's not 3rd and long. Now the whole playbook's open. The defense really has to honor run and pass on the next snap.
On the run, it's Hughes. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
This is an offense, guys, that really believes in physicality, and that's their identity. So running the ball on 2nd down, no problem for them.
Now on first down from the 30. One running back in the backfield, and he has it. They'll make the stop, and he gets 4 on the play. Ball's at the 25. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Softened him up with a run, and now to throw. And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
And that is a great job by the defense, containing and constricting the pocket. There was nowhere for the QB to go, and he did not have a lot of time. He went down quick.
The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop him right here. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is looking for a play to close this deal out. And here we go, down a score. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And they get to him and sack the quarterback, and they'll stop the drive on downs.
He had nowhere to go with the football. You could tell, surveying the field, somebody's got to get open to go make a play. Man, throw it up, run it, do something. You can't take a sack on 4th down. You got to give somebody an opportunity to make a play for you.
They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense.
This is an area of the game on offense you've got to be able to run the football well. You've got the lead in the fourth quarter, and obviously you're in your own end here, but you want to bleed the clock. You want to stay on the field and keep getting first down, so you have to be able to run.
And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few.
Big third down for this defense. Listen, you've got to get the ball back. You know what they're doing. They're trying to run the football, but we need the clock to be on our side so our offense has some time. Got to make a stand right here on third down.
Big third down as the crowd gets behind this defense. On the option. Now the toss. Hits the accelerator to the right. The 20. He's at the touchdown, Clemson. Excellent pass by the back on the option.
And it was so important for the offense to come up with a touchdown there and not kick a field goal. You're trying to put this thing out of reach, and that touchdown puts so much pressure on their opponent now with less than 2 minutes to go.
And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the fourth. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Benson. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Moore will throw. Pulls it in. It's Bryant. And they bring him down quickly, but a good gain there. The hurry up now. Second down. Clock ticking. Back to pass. Grabbed in the middle. It's Stewart. They finally get to him. But what a play there to pick up the first down. Looking to throw on first down. Moving away from pressure. And a nice pickup on the run and gets down to avoid contact. Clock is still running and they have to get everybody lined up. Wants to go up top on first down. Makes a connection. And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They've got it down to the 21. The Ducks in the hurry-up. Quarterback making checks. Looking downfield on first down. He caught it. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal. Got to get to the line. Closing in on a half minute to go. A first down run on the doorstep. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, we've got a chance at a finish.
If we had any chance to make this happen, we had to score with a little bit of time on the clock. Now we need a miracle. Now we need to kick the onside, get an onside kick, and somehow, some way, make a big play.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. They tack on the extra point, and they're down a touchdown, 35-28. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. Just under 30 seconds left, so they've got a chance if they can get this onside kick. They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time. When you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. Guys, you want to be productive here and not go into a shell, but you've got to take care of the ball.
Yeah, and I think you said productive, Reese. Productive at this point in the game is running the clock and getting first down. So, Jesse, I can expect this defense to be aggressive, way up near the line of scrimmage, bringing a bunch of bodies, trying to stop the run.
And that's why it puts a lot of pressure on an offense, David, because you know if you do try to throw the football, it's probably man coverage, you're probably getting blitzed, it's going to be into a small window. It is not easy to execute in this situation of the game.
And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. These fans stepping up to help this defense on third down. He'll run it again. Just across the 20 with a first down at the 19.
Really nice job by the running back here in the fourth quarter, picking up that first down. They need him now. They've got the lead, but not by a lot late in the game. They need him to play his best football at a moment in the game when everything is on the line.
Here's the give off the left side. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go. And they decide to trot out the kicker. And they are looking to tack just a few more points onto this lead late. No good. And the margin remains at 7 after the miss. Well, points weren't the issue, guys, but they couldn't string together enough stops to get the victory.
Yeah, good news, bad news scenario, I guess. Good news is you're going to score. This offense looks like they can be explosive and they can light up the scoreboard. Bad news, though, David, they've got a lot to clean up on the defensive side of the ball.
Yeah, and welcome to college football nowadays, right? This is how it works, a ton of points. Defenses learn as you go, but you got to get better. You got to force some turnovers, create those negative plays. Just can't give up so many points.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.